Hey guys, so I am back in my hotel room. Man, I'm in the same shirt. Definitely the same day. I'm not mass recording videos because I wouldn't do that. I would take each day, upload, record 5 minutes of video, and put thought and effort into it. Because I definitely wouldn't do that all in one day when I have absolutely nothing else to do but sit in front of a camera and talk. Now, I'm still in Provo, and I want to talk to you about the difference between Provo and my hometown in Chicago, Illinois. Not town, city. So, obviously it's Provo. It's a small town that I'd never even heard of until February. I mean, the last time I heard of Salt Lake City was in 5th grade when we were doing the state capitals test. I don't really pay much attention to there's people talking over there in that vicinity. Next room over. But I don't really talk about how, I don't know, I just don't talk about how the states. I live in Chicago, Illinois. That's really all I need to know. But as I've grown up, I've come to love going to other states. I even want to go to other countries. I've never been outside the states. But the main part of this video is I want to talk to you about what I find different, the major differences about Chicago and Utah, and Provo, Utah. Why I like Provo. So I'm from Chicago, Illinois, big city. I'll be up on the 9th floor of my university, and I'll still hear the trains going by. And I like that. It's nice because there's always something happening. There's never nothing. It can be the middle of the night, and I can still be stuck in a traffic jam. I've had this happen before. But out here in Utah, it's peaceful, it's calm, but it's not small. Back when I was in Whitewater, Wisconsin, another town I didn't even know existed until a few years ago, for school. I was there for school. That was a small town. That was, I don't know, 15,000 people. I'm not sure what the population of Provo. I could look it up on my phone if I wasn't recording on my phone. Maybe I will. Maybe the populations are the same. But from what I've seen, Provo's bigger. Whitewater, it's small. It's a university town. This is also a university town. But this is much newer construction. This is skyscrapers. Well, towers, not skyscrapers. But you get the picture. And it's busy, but it's not Chicago busy. I'll be out in Chicago, and I'll be driving down a street, and it would take me 20 minutes to go from one block to the next block. I know you can't see my hand on my leg, but yeah, you get the picture. It can be busy. And getting here from Salt Lake Airport to Provo, the rush hour was bad, but still not Chicago bad, where it can take me 2 hours to go across the town when it could normally take me 30 minutes. So I like it. It's like I said, it's calm, and I can think. And the only bad smell besides construction is this deodorant that I picked out, and I will be promptly throwing away because the smell will not leave. I bought Axe Gold. I normally buy normal Axe, and I see why I should normally buy normal Axe, because this stuff will not leave. The normal Axe will eventually go away, and there won't be any smell. This stuff is, I've been smelling it all day. through my clothes. I hate it. Provo, it's clean. Chicago, it's junk everywhere. There's at least one homeless person per block in the downtown area, which is quite massive. And it's not confusing. I mean, anyone who's ever driven through Chicago, like not the driven on the expressways, those are fine. Those are easy to understand if you follow the signs. I'm talking about the side streets, the main streets. Those are confusing. You might think, what's in a grid? How can it be confusing? Well, it gets confusing when that grid goes three-dimensional. There's streets that have three different versions, like Michigan Avenue. That's a massive street, goes to the heart of the city, 6 lanes, I think it is, 3 each direction. It's one of the busiest streets in the city, and when it starts out, it's just Michigan Avenue. As it gets closer to the river, that separates River North from the South Loop, Michigan Avenue splits from this to this, and you get Upper Michigan Avenue and Lower Michigan Avenue. Now, all things be considered, there's not much on Lower Michigan Avenue, and the only reason you might be down there is because it might be faster to get where you're going, or Google Maps told you to go down there. Here's the issue. Google Maps doesn't work down there. The first time I got on Lower Wacker Drive, another street that has an upper and a lower, I didn't look where I needed to get off Lower Wacker Drive. Turns out it was Lower Michigan Avenue Drive, which was 2 blocks down. I didn't know that, and I continued down Lower Wacker Drive. Anyone who's familiar with Chicago, maybe the first time driving, who's driven down there, knows the pain I was in, because I drove about 5-10 blocks before I realized I think I missed my turn. So at the next red light, I looked at the map, and I realized where I missed, and I promptly made a U-turn, went back around, and found my way to Lower Michigan Avenue, which then I had to take a left turn on. I could rant about this for hours, just those 2 streets, honestly. But the point I'm saying is, if I don't plan on living in Chicago forever. I love Chicago, but growing up here all my life, I find it's a pain, honestly. It's driving is the fastest way, but it's can also be the slowest way, or it's just it's busy. And I know for certain one day I will move out of Chicago, and I don't think it's gonna be to another city. Maybe to Seattle. I've been to Seattle. I love Seattle. San Francisco coming into a close second for if I move to a city. But I like these small towns like Whitewater. I could live there. But I like this. It's kind of like it's a suburb of Salt Lake City, I guess. It might be its own city. It might not be a suburb. I don't know. I'm used to everything in the vicinity of Chicago being a suburb. But it might be its own city. It might not be a suburb. It might be a suburb. I really don't know. But I could move out here, It's nice out here. It's calm, it's peaceful, and I like it. Another place I'd like to live is Alaska. I'll do another vlog on that. Alaska, like I said, I'll do another vlog, but it looks fun to live, for my kind of person anyway. I'm not saying someone else. Most people would say, hey, let's move to Alaska, because that doesn't happen. But I'll leave that for another vlog. But for the meantime, That's going to do it for this episode. Now, in the last one, I was pointing here. Yeah, we're pointing right here. And I realized that was wrong. Very wrong with me. So, without further ado, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Over here, I'm fairly certain it's right down here. And right next to that, there's a bell icon. Click on that too. It will let you know when I post another video. I plan to do at least 5 a week, so you're going to want to know when I post video. And it will just give you your 5-10 minutes of entertainment that day. If you don't watch other YouTubers, creators, which you probably do. Yeah. What other? I've done this a lot. Right below that subscription button is the like and dislike. Click one of them. I don't care. I would prefer the like button, but it's up to you. You might dislike this video, and that brings me to my final point. If you have any comments whatsoever, whether they be positive or negative, rational or irrational, it could be 0 for all I care. Let me know. If they're hateful, awesome. All criticism is good criticism. So tell me how much you hate me. Tell me how much you hate my magnificently gelled hair. Tell me how much you hate AC/DC or any of other metal bands' t-shirts I wear. Tell me how much you hate this microphone. Can you see it against the black? Probably not. Tell me how much you hate the light beaming in through the window. Or in the last video, the lights in the background on both sides. Tell me how much you hate that couch or that chair. It's actually pretty comfortable, but not the best. Tell me how much you hate this air conditioner sitting right beside me. That makes noise every 5-10 minutes. A lot of noise, actually. Should turn that off. But let me know. And until next time, guys, I'll see you guys then. Goodbye. Hey guys, so I just want to let you know I'm out of state right now, and I don't have access to all the stuff to make videos that would be up to par with what I want to do. So when I get back to my house in Chicago, my video quality will improve with intros, outros, and music. So stay tuned for some even better content.